And again for the lab, make sure you know each muscle. Okay, there are about 700 muscles in the in the muscular system. And in the lab, I just point out what is the name of this muscle, for example. What is the name of this muscle, etc. Therefore, make sure you follow this. So, muscular system. Okay, so muscular system is the system that consists of 700 organs. It's about 700 organs, which is each organ generally called as a muscle. 700 muscle, and this muscle is only actually skeletal muscle. It will not include the cardiac muscle or the smooth muscle. Okay, so muscular system only consists the muscle of skeletal. Okay, so only consists of skeletal muscle. About 700 of them that will make this system, muscular system. Okay, so that muscle is the one that actually move your body. Mostly, you're gonna move the joint. Okay. Now, we can, let's say, divide it into several locations. Let's say for make it easy to study, we can put the muscles on the scalp. Muscles on the scalp. It's not that many. Let's say we can start with the muscles in the cranium. In the front part over here. What do you call the bone on the front part? What do you call this bone? Frontal. So the muscles that's located on that frontal, which is this muscle over here, it's called the frontalis. The name of the muscle, they usually based on location, based on the shape, and based on the movement. In this case, for the first muscle, it is based on location. That muscle is called the frontalis. What happens if you contract the frontalis? What are you doing? Hi. Is raise your eyebrow, like you have question. You're gonna contract the frontalis. Now, this is the muscle. For some people, they don't like it because what? When it is contract, it gives the wrinkle. It's a wrinkle. So they use what? Botox to remove the wrinkle. Botox actually paralyzes the muscle. That's the first one. The second one will be on the back. And then what do you call the bone on the back? One bone on the back. Over here. Occipital, right? What is the name of the muscle gonna be? Just follow that rule over there. Yes! Occipitalis. 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 That's the back muscles on the head. Now, next one will be on the side. On the parietal, you don't really have muscle over there. You don't really have muscle. On the side, here. What is the name of the bone? Then the name of the muscle? Yes. This is temporalis. You get this one? Now, what does that temporalis do? when you contract it, it's actually helping you to elevate the mandible. When you chewing the food, yeah, this one also you can feel it, contraction, right? So that's temporalis. And again, this is muscle in the cranium. Remember, skull divided into cranium and fascial. Fascial. Now we're going to go to the fascial muscle. Start from number 4 over here. Okay, number 4. Okay, let's say the muscle that circle your eyes. This is a muscle over here that circle the eyes. Okay, that's a circle muscle. Circle is called the orbicularis. Orbicularis is circling. Remember orbit? What does orbit mean? Circle, right? So orbicularis, and this one circling the eyes. What is eyes in scientific term? Ocular. Remember, you have ocular lens in the microscope. It means that eyes. So this one is called the orbicularis oculi. Yes. Or you can put, usually they rhyming. Okay. Orbicularis oculis. Okay. That's the name. What is the function? This is when you close or open your eyes with that contraction of orbicularis oculis. Okay, are you with me? Now, when in the lab exam, when I'm, for example, moving my eyes like this, then you know what is the muscle that control that. Yeah, that is an orbicularis oculis. Okay, next. Okay. Can I use this? This guy actually can be. Look at this muscle over here on the cheek. So it's a cheek muscle over here. So cheek muscle. This muscle, see? 1, 2. This is actually one muscle. They separate, right? So this muscle over here, the cheek muscle. Right? Anybody know the name of the cheekbone? And then the name of the muscle gonna be? The name of muscle is called the zygomaticus. So zygomaticus. This muscle over here, you want to see that? See this muscle over here? This is orbicularis oculis. This is zygomaticus. Jovan, Joe, you see this muscle over here? Mason, David, see? This is orbicularis oculis, right? Under it, you see this muscle over here on the cheek. That's zygomaticus. What that do? Grin, smiling. That's using that muscle. That's the facial expression of muscle. Muscle of facial expression. Zygomaticus. Look at this muscle. Big muscle over here. So this muscle. See that one? That muscle over here. So this muscle here. Okay. You see that one? Okay. So this muscle over here. You see this one? Joe, Jovan, Mason. Here. Okay, this muscle here, right? Yes, so you know the name, right? That name is masseter. Masseter. Right? Okay, this masseter together with temporalis is help you to chew the food. That's masseter. Okay, so the muscle over here, the masseter. Okay, now under the masseter, actually you have to take out the masseter out. Then you're gonna see the muscle inside. That muscle inside over there. Okay. You see that one? Muscle inside. Okay. You see that inside muscle? We're gonna go here. Inside muscle. Good. This one, orbicularis oculi, the zygomaticus. You see that inside. This is muscle, that inside muscle over there. So inside, below the zygomaticus. Okay, there is another muscle. That muscle is really important if you are playing saxophone. If you're whistling, that muscle is gonna be the one that mostly works. That muscle is called, anybody know? The buccinator. Buccinator. So buccinator, this is usually for whistling or playing saxophone. The masseter temporalis, they all can be used for grinding the food. Zygomaticus, mostly for facial expression, smiling. And they work together actually, they work together, okay? But the main function for the zygomaticus is for facial, masseter, buccinator, and temporalis for grinding the food is called the mastication, so muscle of mastication, okay? Chewing, grinding the food. Do you have questions so far for that? No? So we actually done with the muscle in the skull. That's the main muscles in the skull. Now we go to the under the skull. We have what? Neck. We're gonna go to the muscle on the neck. Okay. Muscle on the neck. We start with muscle on the side. They remove that. Okay, so this, you see this muscle over here? This muscle that diagonally from the head go to the sternum. So from here actually go to the sternum. Right? So this muscle over here. Okay? See that one, Sarah? Lassie? This muscle diagonally over here. What? It's a big muscle on your head, diagonal from the head on the back to the sternum in the front part of our body. Okay? That muscle is called the sternocleidomastoid. Alright? So the name is actually telling you the connection over here. Which of that word that you remember? Sternum. What's the other one? Mastoid process. Remember when you identify the skull, you also try to identify the mastoid process, whether big or small, right? So that muscle actually coming from the mastoid process, okay, crossing our neck and then end into the sternum. Therefore, the name is sternum mastoid, sternocleidomastoid muscle. What is the function? This is the one that gives us the rotation. When you rotate, then the sternocleidomastoid, mostly the one that will be contracted. And again, in the exam, we're gonna do like that. Okay, the name of the joint between axis and atlas. What is the name? Pivot joint. Okay, the two bone, axis and atlas. The joint pivot. And the movement? Rotation. The muscle that gives that movement? Sternocleidomastoid. So there are 5 portions in one group. The name of the two bones, the name of the joint, the name of movement, and finally the name of muscle that perform that movement. Yes. Yeah, you do. Okay. The first one, sternocleidomastoid. That's on the side of the neck. Second, in the front of the neck over here. So this actually will depress the mandible. Depress the mandible. It's a big muscle. Oh, they move it away. Where's my head? Oh. It's over here. So they remove it. But that muscle on your picture, you're gonna have it. It's called the platysma. Platysma. It is on the neck and the front. Coming from the mandible. Over here. That's called the platysma. Platysma. Yeah, on the front. Now on the back is even bigger. Look at this muscle over here. From the top, from the head, go to the back, and it's create the shape like kite or diamond. The shape is actually look like this. From the head, from the neck over here to the back. You see that muscle? See that one? What? It's a big muscle over here. Okay? Anybody know the name? The shape telling you trapezius. Yeah, trapezium is close, but the name is trapezius. Trapezius. So trapezius muscle. Okay, this is from the neck to the back. It look like kite. If you follow that shape over here, it look like kite muscle. Can you see this muscle? It's really big from here to here. And they remove it from the throat. It's big muscle. Trapezium. Trapezius. Okay, so that's the muscle on the neck. Got it? Now we go to muscle on the front part, on chest muscle. We have this chest muscle over here, right? So chest. Okay, chest and back. Okay. So the front is called the chest. The chest. Anybody know the name of the chest muscle? This is the one that usually some boy try to show off. Like what the artist that can move that chest muscle? John Dwayne. Yeah, the Rock. I cannot do it. So, what's the name of that muscle? Pectoralis muscle. Sometimes people call it pec muscle, but it's actually the name is pectoralis. Pectoralis. Okay, pectoralis. We don't have it here, but here in this place. Okay, so that's pectoralis muscle. Oh, we can use this guy over here. It's really easy to see. That muscle is look like fan, right? Like a fan, small over here and bigger over here. So this one is called the pec muscle or pectoralis. Okay, so this is pectoralis muscle. And then the next one, still in the front. You see this one? What do you call this? One by one. We have 12 costae, right? Which is rib. Between costae, you have muscle too. Yeah, you have muscle between costae. So it's connected to one costae to another costae. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, wait. See that? See that muscle over here? Costae muscle, costae muscle, costae muscle. That muscle, right? Costae muscle. Okay, Sarah, this is pectoralis muscle. And then if you take that out, you will see the rib, right? And then in the rib there is a muscle. We're going to name that muscle. See that one? Pec, take it out, you see the rib, and you see muscle with the rib. Yes! Wonderful. How do you know that? See? He just know it. He just know it. Joe. It's called because between inter, what? And then there is costae between them. It's called the intercostal muscle. So intercostal muscle. Later, when we talk about respiration, this intercostal muscle really important because this is the one that make us able to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale by this intercostal muscle. Okay, that intercostal muscle. Are you with me? Yeah. Now, still in the front, here, this is also muscle that sometimes boy try to show it. What? The ab muscle. Ab muscle. How many of you have six pack? I have one pack only. Okay, Jovan six pack. Can I see it? No. This muscle, the whole muscle over here, is called the ab muscle. So it's called the ab muscle. Ab muscle. But it has four. Okay, four organs or four groups of four muscles. So this is actually a group of muscle. It's called the ab or abdomen muscle. It is actually four muscle. You get it? What are the four muscle? Here, this on the side. You see the side. Okay, we're gonna use this side muscle here. It's going down. It's diagonal, right? From lateral to medial. Okay, that muscle. And then, if we take it out. Okay, this muscle over here, that's the outside. It's called what we call the diagonal direction. You know when we talk about the plan, then oblique. Okay. So the first muscle, this on the side that's going down, is called the external oblique. External oblique muscle. That's where it starts. I'm looking for the muscle that is cut. Okay, so this one is actually cut. You see this one? This is external oblique on one side, and the other side, the external oblique, I should take it out. And you see another muscle that's going up, also diagonal. Yes. Okay. Okay. So this one is actually cutting. You see that one? The right side going down, which is external oblique, and when you take it out, there is another layer below it. It's called internal oblique. Going up, also diagonal. Okay, so this one external oblique. This is the internal oblique. Go to the opposite direction. Both of them are diagonal. So you have internal oblique muscle. Okay. And then if you take the internal oblique muscle out, you still have one layer. So basically, the ab muscle on the side, it has three layers. External oblique, internal oblique, and the last layer is going to be just straight. What do you call straight? What type of plane that is straight? What? Transverse, remember? Transverse plane or cross plane. Therefore, that last layer of muscle on the side over here, which is transverse, is called the transversus abdominis. Okay? That's all on the side. That's all on the side. You have 3 layers. Oblique, external oblique, internal oblique, transversus abdominis. Now the six-pack muscle is actually 1 layer in the middle. Okay? Look at this muscle over here. This is 1 layer. Right? In the middle only 1 layer. This is going down. Direction is vertical. What do you call that muscle? Rectus abdominis. So rectus abdominis. Which is this muscle over here. You see that one? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Down. This one is a layer. The layer is taken out a little bit. You see the little bit red color one. This is rectus abdominis. You can have 6 pack or only 1 pack. Depends on how you practice that muscle. Okay. So the muscle that gives you 6 pack or 1 pack is actually the rectus abdominis on the middle one. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So that's the ab muscle in the front of our body. Are you following this? This is the rectus abdominis. Oh, this is the rectus abdominis over here. Now on the back, remember we already have the one that is coming from the neck. What do you call that muscle? Look like a shape of math, trapezium or trapezius. Below this you have even bigger muscle over here. That's bigger muscle over here, which is this guy over here. What? What do you call that? Latissimus dorsi. Latissimus C. See, Mason know it. Mason already studied.
Should we got a back now or just give my chest?
Chest, back, abdomen, we're gonna put together. So body, abdomen. So this is the body. Muscle in the body. Okay, which is number 4. It's called the latissimus dorsi. Okay, it's really big on the back. Okay, so latissimus dorsi. This one over here. What? It's the opposite with this back muscle. Okay, so this big muscle over here, latissimus dorsi. Okay, do you have question for the body muscle? Right now, yes. So just oh no, for the bone, for the number of muscle, no. But you have to know the name of the muscle. I will not asking you how many muscle on the head or something, because basically we have more than this. This is just the main muscle that we learn. It's gonna be more than that. Okay, you don't have to name the number. Right? Okay. Anybody have other questions? No, if not, then we go to the next group, which is the upper arm. Oh, not upper arm. What is it? Upper limb. Sorry, upper limb. Okay, muscle on the upper limb. Again, this is not all muscle that we will learn today. Only some of them. Only some of them. Basically, we will not learn all the 700 muscle. Upper arm. Upper arm. Upper what? Upper limbs. Yeah, this is different between upper arm and upper limb. What? Upper limb is the whole thing over here. This is upper limb. Okay, this is upper limb, which is our hand, our arm. We start with this big muscle here on the shoulder. The yes, wonderful muscle. Deltoid. deltoid muscle. And then when I do like this, when I contract my deltoid, is actually I'm doing this movement. What do you call that movement? Abduction. Yeah, lateral movement is abduction. Get it? So now you have some connection with the joint. So make sure you know that. Abduction. Deltoid. Deltoid also site for IM injection, intramuscular injection. Usually the deltoid, because it has less nerve actually over there. Yeah. There is also sometimes the triangle area that if less nerve that make is not that painful when you you get that injection. Okay, deltoid. Okay, so this is deltoid muscle. You need now in the front part, which is in the supine. This is supine. Remember, this is supine part. You have this muscle, the one that flex the elbow, the bicep. Okay, bicep. Okay. Bicep over here. Okay. Close, this is bicep. I'm gonna show you. This is bicep. Next to it, there is another smaller muscle over here. Okay. So this is bicep, but there is another muscle here. Brachialis. So bicep and brachialis. Both of them in the upper arm on the supine part. So brachialis. Okay, brachialis muscle. Okay, both of them will contract when we perform flexion. It's not only bicep actually, but also the brachialis will contract. Therefore, if there are two muscles causing the same movement, these two muscles is considered as synergistic muscle. Synergism means work together. Okay? So these two muscles, we can call it as synergistic muscle. What does synergistic muscle mean? The one that perform contraction to move joint to the same direction.
So the deltoid and the brachialis, I thought was secondary.
I'm sorry. No, see, you're right. I make a mistake already. Not deltoid. I'm sorry. What is the first one before brachialis? Bicep. Thank you, Nick. Bicep and then brachialis. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, so change it. So bicep and brachialis. I'm saying that, but I put deltoid on it, right? So bicep and brachialis, this is synergistic. Synergistic muscle. Okay? They work together to move the same direction. Okay, are you with me? Now still in the upper arm, on the prone position, we have muscles here. So this muscle on the back, on the prone area, okay, which is this muscle over here. Okay, this muscle. Okay, anybody know what's the name? We have tricep. So this is on the back, on the prone part of our upper arm is called tricep. Okay, now look at this. When I do flexion like this, the bicep and brachialis will contract. What? Bicep and brachialis, they are synergistic muscle. However, what happened with the tricep? Contract or relax? It should be relaxed. Okay? So the muscle that perform opposite action, one contract, one relax, is called the antagonistic muscle. So brachialis and then with this tricep over here, they are what we call the antagonistic muscle. Muscle that perform opposite action. Okay? When I perform extension, which one's gonna be contract? When I do the elbow extension, which one will be contract? Tricep. The bicep and brachialis should be relaxed. That's what we call the antagonistic muscle. Okay? So muscle that work in opposite direction. Okay. Okay, now going down on the lower part of the arm. Okay, basically there are so many muscle over here. But for the supine, remember this is supine part over here. There is a group of muscle that will be used for doing this action. Remember? From supine, we move it to prone, boom. What you call that action? Pronation. That pronation is actually done by a group of muscle on the supine area, on the lower arm. That group of muscle, there are many of them, is called the, I'm gonna put it here. What is the movement called? Pronation. It's based on the movement. It's gonna be pronator teres. We group of muscle over here. This group over here, we also have brachioradialis muscle. There are some pronator teres over here. And also this group of muscle, the group of muscle on the supine area will do this. When you contract, you're gonna perform this on your hand, on your finger, doing this. Now what do you call that movement? From here, here. Reduce the angle actually. Flexion. You get this one? Flexion. That muscle also perform that flexion, therefore it's also called as flexor. Flexor. Okay, flexor muscle. It is located on the front, on the supine area. Okay, on the supine area over here, we have flexor and pronator.
Doesn't matter if we don't know what one is.
It doesn't matter. Right now, we will not asking you one by one, but there's a group of muscle over here that function as pronation and flexion. Oh no, on the back, it's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be opposite. On the back over here, on the lower arm, on the prone area, it's gonna be the same, but the name is gonna be opposite, right? So on the side, it's gonna be on the prone area. What you call this movement from prone to supine? Supination. Therefore, the name of the group will be supinator teres. And this group of muscle also doing this on your finger. From here, okay, from 180 to maybe 200, 220, what do you call that? Hyperextension. Or if we start from here, 90 to 80, extension. Basically, this is extension. Therefore, the name of that group is going to be extensor muscle. Extensor. Extends the fingers. Are you with me? So the pronator and flexor will be on the same size. The supinator and extensor will be on the same size, which is opposite side. Okay. Do you have question? I will not go to the finger muscle. Okay? I will not go to the finger muscle. We're done for this upper limb. Last one will be the lower limb. Okay? Lower limb. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. Okay, so lower limb. You start with, if you have deltoid over here, that's really big. You also have this muscle over here. That's actually that's actually the same like the deltoid. Therefore, this is also site for injection later. What do you call this muscle? Gluteus muscle, which is butt muscle. This one, butt. So gluteus muscle, and this gluteus muscle actually it has 3 organs or 3 layers. We're gonna put the layer. The layer. Look at this. See that one? You have butt, and this is also butt. Which one is bigger? This one. Which one is bigger? This butt or this butt? This one. Therefore, this one is called a big butt. Yeah, the name is actually big butt muscle. What is that? Gluteus maximus. Okay? If you translate it into the English, then it's going to be what? Big butt muscle. Okay? Gluteus maximus. On the side, it's a little bit smaller. This is also for injection actually, not the big butt. Do not inject the big butt because the big butt has nerve, very important nerve. So inject this, the smaller, gluteus medius, median side. So like a medium butt. Gluteus over here, gluteus medius. Now when you cut that butt, the big butt, then you have another butt under it, this butt away. So under the big butt you have the smallest butt. What is the name going to be? Gluteus minimus. See, that's easy name, right? So there are 3 butt muscle, gluteus minimus. Big butt, medium butt, and small butt. Which one is the site for injection again? Medius. Gluteus medius. This is the IM site. Deltoid, now gluteus medius. Now from the butt muscle, is a gluteus. Now we go to the front part over here, which is in the femur front part, and the side and the lateral is actually one group. So on the leg, on the front and side over here, we have a group of muscle. It's called the quadriceps femoris. So quadriceps femoris, that actually consists of 3 muscle. 3 muscle. Okay, here. Okay, so we're gonna look at this here. So the first one is the middle over here, which is the biggest one. That's already quadriceps femoris. This is called the rectus femoris. So rectus femoris, which is the middle part. Okay, this one. On you have also on the side, and the lateral, and in the medial. See that one? So this again, this is a group of quadriceps femoris muscle. The middle one is the rectus femoris. You have the lateral one, it's called the vastus lateralis. The medial one is called the vastus medialis. And the vastus lateralis is the site for injection too. So in our body we have 3 sites for injection: deltoid, gluteus medius, and this vastus lateralis of quadriceps femoris. So again, rectus femoris, and then we have vastus lateralis, and vastus medialis. Medialis. And again, the vastus lateralis this is for the injection site, which is here. This muscle over here. Here, rectus femoris, lateralis, medialis. Yeah, that's the lateralis on the side. Now, there is another muscle that is by itself, is diagonal. You see this muscle, long muscle, also on the same side with the quadriceps femoris. Sarah, you see this one? So this muscle over here, you have rectus femoris, lateralis, medialis, and this muscle over here. You see that one? Long muscle. That's called the sartorius muscle. Sartorius muscle. Sartorius muscle. Okay, so that's in the front part. That's on the front part of the hip. Thigh, right? On the thigh. Okay, now on the back. On the back. See, this one over here on the back. You also have group of muscle. It's called hamstring. So hamstring is on the back of your thigh. So we're gonna erase this. Okay, so number 4 is gonna be hamstring. Hamstring muscle. It also have three muscles in it. Okay. Okay, this one is easier to see. Okay, see on the back over here, right? This muscle, the big one over here, is called the bicep femoris. So you have also bicep in the leg. It's called the bicep femoris. Femoris. Okay, and then you have bicep over here. You have the semi-tendinous and semi-membranous muscle. Okay, semi-tendinous and semi-membranous. Okay. So that's the hamstring group on the back. On the side, we just group them together. There are many muscles. That muscle is actually perform this action. When it is contracting, it's actually take our leg from outside to the inside. What do you call that movement? Adductor. Therefore, the group of muscle called the adductor muscle. Adductor muscle. It's gonna be on the medial side of the thigh. So all the muscle on the thigh, on the medial side over here is called the adductor group, adductor muscle. Okay, you guys want? So adductor muscle. Okay, and then lower leg. We start from the front. Okay, we have a very big bone over here. What do you call that bone? Tibialis. Therefore, you have muscle called the tibialis anterior. Okay, so the lower leg, it has tibialis anterior muscle. Yeah. So that's maybe the big one that you can see. Yeah. This tibialis. We also have the side This is one muscle actually, tibialis muscle. And we have on the side, it's called the soleus muscle. Okay, so this is tibialis, and then we have the soleus muscle. Soleus muscle. Okay, that's on the front. That's on the back. The back on lower. You're gonna have a very big muscle look like a belly. Belly means gaster. Therefore, the name is gastro. Gastrocnemius. Okay, so gastrocnemius muscle. Okay, that's on the back of our lower leg over here on the leg. That's gastrocnemius. You get this one? Now we're gonna try a little bit, just a type of a movement when you do contracting. Like for example, let's say I'm doing this on my knee. Okay, what you call it? Flexion. Which one actually contract? Here, the hamstring. Get it? So when I contract this, what happened? Boom. What is that? Extension. Are you with me? Flexion using hamstring, and then extension using the quadriceps femoris. Okay. Now look at this. This is, I'm doing this. Boom. What do you call that movement? Dorsoflexion. Which one contract? Tibialis anterior. Tibialis anterior. When I put it down, plantar flexion, which one contract? The gastrocnemius. Okay, so again, so this side. So when I'm performing this, my knee here, what do you call that? Movement from here to here on the knee. Flexion. Which one contract? Hamstring. When I extend, quad muscle. When I perform this on my feet, dorsoflexion, which one contract? Tibialis here. Tibialis anterior muscle. When I put it down, plantar flexion, which one contract? Gastrocnemius muscle. Hey, you get this one? When I perform this, which one contract? Gastrocnemius. It's really hard over here. Okay, so that's kind of movement. Make sure you study at home. You move your body and then see which one is contract, which one is relaxed. Otherwise, you're going to be confused during the exam.